Yay! Hello, guys. So good to be back on YouTube. It's been a while, a long time. Yes, I had to come back. I just got, I watched the movie ANIKULAPO and it was amazing. And I just had to do a video review. I've done a write-up review on my Facebook page, but I got a few calls, especially one from my sister-in-law. Shout out to Auntie Bissy, and a few friends that called and said, you need to do a YouTube of this review, and I'm grateful that you guys like what I did and you would like me to share it in video, and so that we can all learn from it and see how to move the African story better and better. And sincerely, massive job, well done to bro Kunle Afolayan. You did fantastically well, Kunle. This is beautiful. You are always putting our stories in the forefront, and we acknowledge and celebrate you for that. Thank you for always. For this particular movie, I love every bit of it. I love the cinematography. That's one of your best ever. Your angles of your camera, your DOP, how you work with them, and the angles, the long shots, the close shots, fantastic. And you don't stay too long on each scene. You take, they do the acting sharp, very sharp, let's speak the Nigerian way. And I like the fact that your casting was fantastic. Fitia Balogo's daughter, they did rhyme together. That your own sister and your daughter being one of the Oluris and the daughter. There's always a blend with your casting. It's not as if the person will be, looking so different, but your casting, they kind of blend well. Bimbo Ademoye and Kule Remi, every other person in the team were fantastic. My best of your casting is the old people that you brought aboard. I was so happy to see Ogogo. I was so happy to see Uncle Yinka Quadri. I was so happy to see Ogabelu Baba one day. It was a pleasure. And this auntie that is dark in Yoruba movies, I've forgotten her name. She's so beautiful. I've always liked her. She's fantastic. Fetia Balogun. It was beautiful to see all of them. The old generation, the middle generation, and the younger generation, which your own child, your own daughter is part of. And the Korodu boys, amazing. It was beautiful. And I love the makeup. Hey, Hakim is a fantastic person. Get ready for awards. More awards next year. I'm 100% sure you should get awards by the ANBCA. I am looking forward to it. Maybe not them, maybe any other one, but he's doing a fantastic job. The costumier, I don't know who your costumier is, whoever the person is. Thumbs up, massive thumbs up. The Ashoki was beautiful, creative, colorful, and the locations. Oh, the palace, Obadiropo, yeah, Obadiroju, yes, Obadiroju and Obovoyo. Oh, the palaces were beautiful. The casting, the market scene. Somebody wake me up. They were beautiful. The market scene, all the props used, the roofs, the leaves, and the animals selling in the market. Where was this macaroni? One of my favorite online comedian. It was so beautiful to watch, and I was really proud, and I was really proud when I saw all those places, and it was beautiful. And I like that, the fact that the pros and the continuity, except for that part that Oga Saru, when he was leaping, I think there was a part he forgot to, continue his leaping, and he wanted to stand straight, but he adjusted himself. Maybe the editor didn't see that on time to cut it off. So that part was obvious for the continuity. And I think the makeup a little bit where Saru had all the marks. They really beat him up, really bad. But there was the black thing by which that it was continuous. Let it disappear. With in faces, not just it was only 2 or 3 scenes. After a while, it went off. I think it should be to a long time. Because it was really beaten. They really beat him very well. He deserves it anyway. And he was really, he was beaten very well. So, but I think apart from that, then, oh, beautiful, the light and the sound. Oh, the sound, the African sound, the whoever sang the song, the background song, beautiful voice. The lyrics were clear. Yes, and I want to say that about language. The Yoruba accent, the Oyo, real Oyo accent, Bimbo and Remi. Wallahi, how did you guys pull that off? You did well. They put it off. Auntie Shola, hey, who Auntie Shola, our fire mama. Yeah, seeing you doing sugar mommy, how far? I like the fact that the versatility of the actors, and to even see Kule, doing this kind of role is, I'm happy for him. I'm sure this is going to open greater doors for him, and I like that all the characters delivered. There was no Essex acting, there was no overzealous character, no character was overshadowing any character. Everybody did their role perfectly well. Those with few lines did the few lines, but they're acting. But I'll give it to Kunle Afolayan's daughter for coming. This is the first, and it was beautiful to watch her, the crying scene. It was so, and I like her connection with Bimbo. I really do, and I wish to see more of her on stage, on films. Sorry, I'm so kind. I kind of like stage too. I see more of her in films, so she did well. But my favorite character was Rocco. His name is Rocco real life, but he was the king's voice, the king, the Obaderoju, yes, the voice, the guy that was interpreting on behalf of the king. Oh my, his voice pitch, his tonation up and down, it was fantastic. His facial expression was beautiful. He was my favorite. His scenes were not, they're just the scenes that the king was, and it was beautiful for me. Oba Oroputu was amazing. Hey, no words spoken, because that would have been hard for him if he was speaking the Oyo dialect. We would have found that this, he's not from our side, but he did well. He delivered it very well too. And I like that Ogogotu did that king role very, very well. All the characters delivered, and I'm really grateful that I think Kunle has a way of getting the best out of his characters. The only downside for me is the depth of the story. I know it's an African folk tale. It's real. I from what I read online, from the few Yoruba epic stories I went online to do my little research, the story of ANIKULAPO is real. There was really a bird in those days that had powers that could bring to life and let you go back if you did wrong and all that. So I think they don't want to dilute the story or add to it, but you could have created suspense. I think the suspense were not much. I think it was a little predictable. I think the suspense could have been, it was a simple story, simple plot, very simple, too simple. I think for such heavy casting, for such heavy display of characters of fantastic professionalism, I think the story can be more intense. Create scenes, don't add to the story, just make the scenes be that kind of a thing. That part, that the snake, we saw a part of the snake moving in the bush. Yes, we wanted to show to us that it was a thick forest and all that, but let him move beside Bimbo, a little, or move beside Remy. Someone like me would just scream because I don't want such any evil to happen to her or something. A lot of all those kind of the baby animals in the bush rusting, the bushes, making us carry a little, a little scare, because it's rated 18, so it's like it's not for babies anyway. So I think a little scare would have even helped creating more suspense. So that's why I mean that there could be suspense, something deeper than what we got. It was simple, it was predictable, it was just a clean movie for for us to watch. But I think it could have gone deeper. But I want to say massive job well done, Netflix. Thank you for sponsoring this one. This is beautiful. These are the stories that I think we could keep sharing. Let the world see who we are, what we do. That would make it more fantastic. Great job, Uncle Kole. Great job, Broccoli. I'm calling you also because this level that you have created, you deserve to be called to be called bros. And I think you did a fantastic job. There are so many life lessons. People have been sharing the lessons. That's why I'm coming from technicality of the film. I'm not talking about lessons because the lessons are numerous. The lessons of greed, the lessons of your past coming to haunt you, patterns, systems, adultery, a lot of things. And what you sow, you reap. There's so many lessons. The Esau you don't kill today will become the Esau that will kill you tomorrow, like Saru. So many lessons. But beautiful movie. Job well done. I'll give you a 7/10 for me. Fantastic movie. Well done, Uncle Kule. But let your story. The story writer, I think, is Shola Dada. Yeah, Shola. Googled about you too as well. Done my research. Shola Dada, you did a fantastic job. But I think a little more suspense, a little more sponsors. And I noticed for all your films, they're kind of simple like that. The only few one, the one I watched that gave me that suspense, that fear, was October 1st. Yes, if you get what I mean. I think we could have something like that again. So thank you guys for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed my review. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I think I'll do this more often again after today. Thank you for encouraging me, for pushing me out there again. It's been a lot of work to do YouTube videos these days, but I think I'm back. I think I'm back. Thank you. Have a fantastic day. Bye, everyone. My name is Adiroke.